Welcome everybody, I'm the YouTuber here and we are going to set for more franchise mode stuff. We've changed the title of it to this, so please ignore that in the background if you can hear it. If not, then don't worry about what I said. So let's go into the game here. We're gonna see here. McCarthy is gonna start this one. And there we go, our lineup is set. There's your pitching matchup, and there's your lineup for both teams. 5-2 and 4-3 are the records for both teams. And there's your starting pitchers. Luke Farrell and Douglas McCarthy are your starters. So it should be a good game, and should be a lot of fun bringing this to you. This is the final game between these teams in this home series. They'll meet up again in Nashville after the Memphis series.
What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Don't know who Nashville takes on next after this.
Very deep in the games. Very rarely does he go 6 innings or more. So this very well could be one of those.
So we'll look at who they take on. We'll say we'll take on Memphis next, right here in the same ballpark here. So we will go over the defensive order in the second inning. Since we are went over the batting order for both teams, I showed the batting order for both teams at the beginning there.
They were losers last time out, but still in a decent groove as they'd won 4 of 5 prior to that.
Yeah, Matty, this is the big one right here.
So Oakland State needs to get a win here. They don't need to lose 2 straight. They have lost the last game against Nashville, so that's why we're tied series at 1. And he is safe. Didn't quite get back there. That's base hit. So Oklahoma State looking to win the series. They have not swept a team this season. Even leading the series 1-0 didn't help any.
And no one can get there. They'll try it again.
They have led a series in the opening game and a trail series in the opening game.
On the ground to second base, this could be 2. There's 1. Relay to first in time.
They'll play in the inning.
No runs on a hit, no errors, and no one left. So it's on to the bottom of
bottom half of the first inning to come. There's 2 up for the Dodgers. So should be an interesting game.
Hey, you always like to begin the season on a good note. In his first start of the year, he did just that, picking up the win. There's nothing he'd like to do more.
He's 1-0. Second. This is his second start of the season.
And now pitch on the way.
We'll see what happens here.
Machado is there.
It's kind of a ivy at center field, so you know it's mountainous. Yes, it is.
So stepping in, Kike Hernandez, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Hit hard on the ground to second. A dive.
This is a nice ballpark. I like it.
Throw will not be in time at first.
Safe.
A good effort that time, but not enough to prevent them from getting a 1-out base runner. At the plate now, Chris Taylor. And he puts
MLB, they'll play in the inning.
On to first as they get the double play.
They'll play within the inning in both top half and bottom half of the first inning.
An inning in the books, no score on the show.
1 hit to 1 hit. No runs, no errors, and nobody left the board. We got the top half of the second inning.
Former prize Dodger prospect Willie Calhoun. He had a couple of hits in that ball game last night. Good fastball as he gets the swing and a miss.
In the last 6 games, he has scored 8 runs. That's Willie Calhoun.
The windup and the 0-1. Stays alive, still 0-2. High fly ball out to center.
That'll be the first out of the inning.
Is there. 1 down.
Let's look at the defensive lineup for the Dodgers. There's the defensive order. So, Kavanaugh, Taylor, Verdugo, then Chin, Manny Fernandez, Kike Hernandez, Theranam, and Buddy McGee.
Absolute cannon to go along with great range. Don't test the arm.
Is the catcher, and he's catching for Douglas McCarthy, like we said earlier.
So now to the plate, Rene Machado. He swings and grounds it to short, and that'll find its way into center field for a 1-out hit.
Could the second inning end like the first inning ended in a double play?
His hands inside the baseball and rip the base hit up the middle.
If you're a pitcher right there, you can't get discouraged. Sometimes even when you make a good pitch, the ball's going to find a hole somewhere. That one right up the middle.
No balls and 1 strike. No score here as we play inning number 2. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Chasing after it is Taylor. He makes the running play. 2 down.
Two gone.
Ricky Quisenberry. 2 hits in 8 tries for the series. And he lays off a pitch in there for the first strike.
Hey, love the pitcher attacking the zone right here. He knows he's got a patient hitter at the plate. Might as well steal that first strike.
Here's the 0-2. Swing and a miss. Blew the
Struck him
fastball
out.
right by him, and
That
the inning
ends
is over.
the top half. The second inning. We'll go to the bottom half of the second inning.
So striding forward now, Robert Shin, and he's been one of the league's big stories in April, having come out of the gates extremely hot at the plate.
That's base hit.
Down for a base hit. So he goes after the first pitch, and it's early trouble here this half of the inning.
No mistake what he was sitting on, looking for a dead red piece of cheese middle of the plate, and he didn't miss it.
And the next up will be Alex Verdugo as it's on the ground toward the hole, and that's through for a hit, and that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
This scoreboard on your screen reminds me of Fox Sports ESPN type of scoreboard.
They are in prime position to put the first run on the board right here.
Shot back up the middle. That's in there. Base hit. Shin.
Oh, will he score? He will.
Run is in to score, and they take an early 1-0 lead.
There are no outs.
Feel good as a hitter, D. Where you get that base hit to give your team the lead, you have to feel good when you get down to first base.
Yeah, it's just a nice approach. You see him turn to his boys right there and get fired up with the dugout. 100%, not trying to do too much, able to quiet the moment down, center himself, and come through in a big spot.
Line towards center field, and that's in there. Base hit. And not in time as the run scores.
Hit not in time.
And And now time will be called here as you see the pitching coach making his way out to the mound to pay a quick visit.
Trying to sell his pitcher down. He's been inconsistently lately and gave him some hits. And they have not had any outs yet.
Standing in now, Buddy McGee. And he sends it the other way toward right center. Long run for the center
There's
fielder.
the first out of the inning.
Makes the play. Runner tags and hits for third. And he'll move up to third now. Runners at the corners here with one away.
There's the defense for Nashville. Willie Calhoun, then Rene Machado, then Russell McMilligan, Ken Valentin, and Alonso Castillo, or Okadara, and Ricky. Well, I forgot his last name, but and then the catcher. Pitching for Luke Farrell. So that there's your defensive order for.
Extra bases as this will get one home and maybe two. One run is scored. Here's a second runner around third. He scores as they move on top 4-0.
Here's another look at it right here as he drives it right between the two outfielders, heading towards the right center field wall. He was flying out of the box, so I think he was thinking triple all the way. By the time they get it back in, he's safely into third.
Into the box, Chris Kavanaugh as he rips
Only been one out. My goodness, now 5-0.
Everybody has bad days at the office, including starting pitchers. He's given up 5 runs in this inning alone, and you have to wonder how long the manager's going to stay with him. Not long, I would bet.
At the plate, Kike Hernandez. And he puts it on the ground.
That'll be a double play. Looks like, and it is double play.
Just like that, this side is retired. So they nearly bat around here as 8 men come to the plate in scoring 5. We've played 2 full. Dodgers out in front, 5-0.
Wow. Almost batted around in one inning.
And his guys have quite a hill to climb. Down 5-0 here in the early going.
Lots of baseball left in this one as we're still early on, but you don't want to fall too far behind. They're already down by a bundle, and one of the things you want your leadoff guy to get on and set the table for the big boys to start driving in some runs.
0-1 the count. A little quick on that swing, and he finds himself behind 0-2. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. And he lays off.
Ooh, strike 3 struck him out.
And that's going to be out number 1.
Big curveball for the strikeout there, and that came after an absolute missile of a fastball. Even if you recognize the breaking ball out of the pitcher's hand, it's so hard for hitters to sit back long enough after they've seen a really good fastball. Only the best can keep their hands back on those.
To the plate now, Kevin Valentine. As he can't catch up on a fastball at the letters, and it's strike 1. He's ready for his first at-bat of this early season contest. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Looked like he tried to pull it there, but he swings right through the fastball. Popped up.
That'll be a foul ball, but look like it's going to be an. Oh,
no one will get this one.
Nope, nobody gets it.
Bases are empty. 1 man out. Again, he sends it out of play. The next 0-2. Still hanging with him.
Still
good swing.
0-2.
Got to take advantage of that pitch right there. 0-2 breaker hanging over the heart of the plate. Not going to see too many of those today.
Oh, and he can't catch up to the fastball.
Hey, pitch. Swings and misses it. Strike 3 is strike out. 3rd strikeout for McCarthy.
At the plate now, Adrian Sanchez, as he will take a fastball in there at the knees for strike one. 0 for 1 after a pop out in foul territory his first time through. The windup and the 0-1. And he just ramps up and gears the fastball by him. 0-2.
He's one
more
pitch away
pitches
from
striking out the side.
But even more than that, to throw a donut up after your offense put up some runs, I can't tell you what that means to the boys in the dugout.
Curveball locks
Ooh,
him up.
nice
Strike
swing,
three,
and just not swing and miss, but it's nice strikeout anyways.
3 up, 3 down,
Caught looking.
3 strikeouts.
Strike
Not
out the
too
side.
shabby. Back with more on a Thursday night following this. Digging in now, Chris Taylor, as we move on to the bottom of inning number 3. First delivery to him on the way. Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble.
That'll be an extra
He's
bases.
headed for second, and this will bang up against the wall. The relay throw, the tag, and he's called out trying to stretch 2 bases into 3.
To me, that was just way
Well, that
too
was
big a risk. If you're leading off an inning,
not a smart
you've
move on my
already
part,
got 2
but
bases easily. Pull up and pat yourself on the back.
And this will get through into right, and he's aboard with a single.
Chalk up another multi-hit game for this guy. He is absolutely on fire. He's been on a nice hot streak as of late, and I don't see it ending anytime soon.
In now, Alex Verdugo. This is pulled into right. And that'll get down out there for extra bases.
That was a great job of driving that ball, extending his arms.
now we got a new pitcher coming in. That'll do it for the starter.
One hopping it off the wall for an easy double. That's one of those solid hits that you don't even feel coming off the bat.
David Kaneko is going to come on to pitch here, and in just the 3rd inning, you
David
have to think he'll be asked to eat some innings.
Kaneko. Kaneko. I don't know if that's how you say his name or not.
Striding forward now is the DH, Dan Hershiser. He hits here in a spot where he might be able to put this one out of reach.
Yeah, Matt, down 5, another run across here could very well put the nail in the coffin. Mentally, they might still feel like they've got a shot if they can get out of this jam, though.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Grounded to the right. Oh,
Oh, he could not.
And they'll extend their lead even further as the runs in
Safe.
the score from
6-0.
It's a 6-0 ball game.
And those are plays that cost you ball games. You're already losing, and then you make an error like that to compound things. That's how things snowball on you, and you start to feel like you can't do anything right.
A little bit too late on that throw.
Stepping into the box, Theodore Nam, and he's got runners at the corner.
Remember last year he was playing for the Tulsa Drillers in Over the Show 19.
First pitch of the at-bat. Line drive, and that's a base hit into center field. And the runner scores from 3rd as they extend their lead.
7-0.
When you're up by 7 runs any time in a game, let alone this early, it feels awfully good. They are hitting on all cylinders here, but they have to be careful not to let off the gas pedal now.
Stepping in now, Buddy McGee will swing and lift the ball foul off to the left and out of play. 0 for 1 here in the early going. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Fly ball out toward left center field. Boy, and the shellacking continues as this is down for extra bases. And the runner will score from second. The relay And he's out trying for third base, but he'll get
Atlanta have 9 runs in this game. Have scored. Yeah, he's not fast enough. He's a little bit heavy set. Nothing against heavy set people, though.
Fernandez. Now a ball hit sharply toward third. Now this will rattle up against the wall. He takes the turn and heads for second. And he's able to hustle his way up the second.
Yeah, like I said, I have nothing against people that are heavy set.
And he just blasts this thing down
Just to
the
be clear.
left field line. I thought it might bend foul, but it lands just inside the chalk, and he's able to leg it out for a double. Good looking swing.
Standing in now, Chris Kavanaugh hits softly down the line at first. And he'll
finally ends the inning
himself, and the inning is over. So they nearly bat around here as 8 men come to the plate, and they push across 4 runs. On now to the top of inning number 4.
in one inning.
9-0.
Adds on to that already impressive lead.
The inning against a guy who struck out the side last inning. How did they get to him here?
I'm not sure, Matt, that they want to stay as patient. He's been throwing a lot of strikes. They might want to start swinging a little bit earlier in the count.
The windup and the 0-1. Drilled right back up the middle. And this is going to scoot on through into center for a base hit leading off the inning. He hit the corner and tries for third.
Triple.
And he will make it there safely as he fires off the 4th with a leadoff triple.
Now batting.
Other than a home run, there aren't a whole lot of better ways to start an inning than a triple. Pretty good chance of at least getting 1 run in this inning now.
At the plate, Robert Okada lifted into center field. Taylor
Is that going to be an out?
Makes the catch, but the runner from third breaks for home. They'll cash in.
First
here.
run is
The run
given up by the Dodgers.
Now a 9-1 contest.
Great job
9-1.
of offensive execution there. Leadoff triple and then the sac fly to bring home a
Still
run.
no shutout in the season for the
Ready
Dodgers.
for another chance? Willie Calhoun. He flew out in his last at-bat. Swing and a miss, 0-1.
Time to be aggressive with these hitters now. After that sac fly, now it's time to try to get out of this inning with only 1 run scored.
And it's quickly 0-2. 0-2 count and the pitch. And a fastball blew it right by him, and they're 2 down. Didn't mess around much in that at-bat, Dan.
No, that was pretty impressive, Matt. I really like a pitcher that trusts and works off his fastball. Right there, he decided he didn't need to use anything else. 3 straight heat.
Oh, and he can't pick it up cleanly.
Safe.
Yeah, and with 2 outs, the pitcher was mentally in the dugout already. Now he's got to regroup and find a way to get out of this. Hard not to feel for the guy.
Digging in, Alfonso Castillo. He'll swing it from the left side right here.
More of a comfortable side from the left side. Puts the ball in play. More of a contact hitter from the left side.
Foul.
Might have grown up being a natural left-handed hitter.
Nothing in 1 count. Here it comes. High in the air down the right field line. But this is just going to wind up being a foul ball. Now here's 1 hit in the air to the right side. Hernandez is there to make the catch in the side
That
of the
ends the inning.
So 1 run, 1 hit, 1 error, and a runner left on.
We got
On now to
the bottom half of the 4th
inning number
inning.
4. Dodgers lead this one 9-1. Digging in once again, Kike Hernandez. He's 1 for 2 in the ballgame.
Even though they're up by a boatload early on in this one, you can't get complacent and get lazy. They got to keep the gas pedal down because this team that they're
There's your final line total for the starter.
And there's a final look at the numbers for the starter in this one. Certainly not the night he wanted to have.
Yeah, nothing seemed in sync for him out there in this one, Matt. He just couldn't get the ball where he wanted to, and the opponents really took advantage of that. That's a brutal feeling sitting in the dugout. Know that you disappointed your team and you went out there and laid an egg.
And this is going to find the alley as he might have himself his second double of the ball game. And he's in there at third with a one-out triple.
If that got away from him a little more, I think we could have had an inside the park home run for our 10th run of the game.
That's career. Good swing and great hustle to pick up the three-bagger.
Into the box, Robert Shin. The first pitch is hit pretty well out to right. Right fielder looking up. Out of here.
Has gone. Double-digit lead. Double-digit runs.
Straightaway right field. Home run number 5 on the year as this lead got even wider.
Has his 5th on the year.
This is the first home run of the game, but the bats are definitely alive for both teams tonight.
Boy, that kind of came out there and kind of turned. It kind of was an interesting hidden home run. Now another reliever coming in. Second reliever of the game for excuse me. 10-run lead, man.
Alex Verdugo. As he'll pop this one foul off to the left and out of play. 2 hits and 2 trips for him thus far. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. And that's the second out.
Second out of the inning.
Stepping up now, Dan Hershiser. He reached base on an error and later came around to score last time up. First pitch coming. Here it is. Outside target here, and he hits it for strike 1. This is pulled into right. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. So it's 2 runs here on 2 hits, with one of them being the home run. We played 4 full. Dodgers out in front, 11-1. Stepping in, Ricky Quisenberry. He'll try and do what he can to work toward cutting into this big deficit.
This one doesn't look good so far. Down by a boatload as we enter the middle innings. It's about time they get something going, and the last thing you want to do is fall behind where you have to score a bunch in the 8th and 9th inning.
Fastball, and he's quickly in the hole. 0-2. Got him on the good slider there. Swung on and missed as he's down on strikes for the second time tonight.
Now batting.
Riding in once again, Ruben Bravo. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. First pitch hacking here, and that's the first strike.
Yeah, I'm not sure what the game plan is today. Too many early swings. They got to be a little bit more patient at the plate.
And he struck him out as well. So the bottom of the order providing little resistance here, and there are 2 away.
The third baseman.
Good heater to strike him out there, and he looks absolutely locked in to start this inning. That's back-to-back punch-outs on only 6 pitches. Man, that's 7 straight strikes to start this inning. He's got a chance at an immaculate inning.
Verdugo's got it, and with it, the inning is over. Digging in and looking for more, Theodore Nam. He singled his last time up.
The first baseman.
First pitch of the at-bat. Grounded to short.
He'll be an out. Or not. Or yes, it will be an out.
Now batting.
Now in the box, Buddy McGee. He drove in 2 with a double in his last at-bat.
Yeah, and he wound up getting thrown out. but he hit the ball well, and he'll look to do the same thing again right here, boys.
They're out.
It was unfortunate for him and the team
2
the way
outs.
that play ended. But
And
it was
it's
a nice swing.
Standing in, Manny Fernandez. He'll try to follow up the double with his
Looking more
last
like the Dodgers are going to win this one.
hit right here.
Yeah, it's been an
And win the
offensive
series.
explosion for him today. There's a fight at the bat rack. Everyone seems to be putting barrel on baseball in this lineup.
Oh, he
and
dropped
this
it.
kicks right off of him. The throw into second. The tag, and they'll get him at second. And with
I
that,
did not
his side is
do
retired.
that. That was
So no
on
runs
the
on
computer.
one base hit, no errors, and no one left
I was
on.
holding it. I was
5 innings
wanted to
complete.
keep it to a
Dodgers
single.
lead it 11-1.
That was all on the computer, not on me. Even though I'm controlling this team.
Sanchez. And through 5 turns at bat, they've only mustered a total of 3 hits. Not terrible, but they're certainly not firing on all cylinders.
Well, it's getting a little bit too late in this game if this continues like this. In today's game, with so many dominant bullpen arms, you certainly don't want to wait until the 8th or 9th to try to wake the bats up.
Line to shortstop.
Nice
and there's
out.
one away.
The right fielder, number 4. Russell.
We still have our
Once
starter,
again,
by the way,
Russell
in there.
McMillian, already 2 for 2. He'll look to add on right here. Now here's a comebacker back to the mound. And he'll just flip this on to first for the 2nd out of the inning. Ready for another shot now. Robert Okada earned himself an RBI with a sac fly his last time at the plate. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Line shot to third, and the side is retired.
And ends the inning.
So the batting order turns over now and set to go Chris Cavanaugh. And to start out the inning, it looks like they've decided to stick with the same reliever out there, Dan.
They have, Matt. I think the way he pitched the last inning kind of inspired that. But it's not uncommon for relief pitchers to have troubles after they sit and watch their guys swing the bat a bit. We'll see if he stays as sharp as he was before.
First pitch on its way. High fly ball out to straightaway center.
Dubbing out.
Machado is right there, and it's a very quick out number 1.
Now batting, second base.
Ready now, Kike Hernandez.
His games are
Working
taking
on
less
1
than
for
an
3 thus far.
hour to play.
He's ready. Here's the first offering.
This is nowhere near. Oh, he dropped it.
That's a base hit into left field. And he'll reach second now with 1 away.
And he obviously didn't let last night's hitless outing get to his head too much, because that's his 2nd hit of the ball game. This one a double. I'm sure he's feeling a lot better about the way he's going right now.
So now to the plate, Chris Taylor. No balls and 1 strike. They'll set with the 0-1. Lifted in the air out towards left center. And this will hop
Ground rule
over the
double.
wall, but the runner
12
will
nothing.
score.
Or 12-1, I mean.
Bounces over the wall, but I don't think it would have mattered if it stayed in the ballpark. Either way, the runner was going to score, and he was going to wind up at second. He drove that ball really nicely.
Stepping in now, Robert Shin, line to the right side, but foul. Trying to keep it going. A perfect 3 for 3 thus far. The 0-1. Lofted in the air out toward right center.
Second out of the inning.
Machado, well, range to his left and put it away. 2 down. Digging in to try it again, Alex Verdugo. He was retired via the ground ball last time up. Right side.
He's 2 for 3 now. He's
And that's through into right field for a base hit. The throw to the plate. Top of the throw will be well up the line as he scores easily.
13-1. 12-run lead. it's getting out of hand. High scoring ball game.
For the next game. Regardless, there's some happy men in that dugout.
0-1 the count. And a half swing here, but this is in there for a called strike.
I'm trying to strike out on purpose. Why am I doing that? Because
they're not picking it up.
Got him looking, and that'll do it. The inning is over. So it's 2 runs.
trying not to
no errors
be
and a runner left on. 7th inning coming up. Oklahoma's
too much into this where I'm creating a big gap for them.
New inning set to get underway. At the plate, Willie Calhoun. He flew out his first time around and then was a strikeout victim most recently.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move into the later innings. Down by a bundle, it's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one.
And he holds up here, but the pitch is a
Well,
strike.
now they're doing the same thing. I don't know why.
And he falls behind.
Finally, actually swings through on it and actually makes contact.
Looking to punch him out again. The pitch. And he struck him out, and that's 8 strikeouts thus far.
Man, this guy's on
Well,
his game
he's got
today.
2 more to get double-digit strikeouts. I think he's going to get 10. I think he's going to be done.
No walks up to this point, so he's pounding that zone with strikes, and he's making these hitters swing the bat.
I think he held up in time, but that becomes moot as it's a called strike 2.
He's still looking great to me out there on the mound. Punched out the first guy in the 7th, and he's jumped ahead in the count right here. Looks like he could stay in this game a while longer.
Dan, are you even concerned about that? You've been pitching out of a wind-up ball game, and now you have to go to the stretch.
It can be a concern sometimes, Deaver, but you try to, in between starts, to make sure that you throw enough pitches out of the stretch, and he's been out of the windup most of the game, so we'll see how he reacts here after this base hit.
And he throws the fastball by him here. 0-1. No hits to this point. Now time is called here as we'll get a trip to the mound. And this is on the ground is short. Could be 2. 1 there, and the return throw is wide and not in time as it pulled him off the bag, and they'll settle for just the 1.
Well, that's disappointing.
That return throw to first there, and he threw it away. They got to force in second, and the runner didn't advance. So
now that
it'll
Ricky
just be scored
Quisenberry.
choice.
From the stretch.
This guy's pitched this entire game. We have not had a reliever for Oklahoma City yet. We got a guy warming in the bullpen.
Curveball, swing and a miss, and he's behind in the count. 0-2.
There's another pitch for a strike, and this guy's really attacking hitters well tonight, being aggressive early on, and if he continues to throw strikes like he is, he's going to have a pretty good night.
The 0-2 delivery. 2 out with the man at first. Grounded down the third baseline, but this will be a foul ball, and it's still 0-2. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch.
Will this be the last batter this guy faces? We'll find out. He goes on bound and outfield. Pitch count. Well, oh dear, that's gone.
This one's got plenty of distance. Gone.
Well, some people would say this homer is wasted because they're down so big tonight, but I'm not one of them. I think anything you can build on and take into the next game is valuable, and at least they're still battling.
Zach Roscoe will get the ball.
Well, that's what did for our starter. He lasted this long. Zach Roscoe is their bullpen guy. He's got an 0-1 record. He didn't have a good. outing last time he played. So see how he does this outing an appearance.
He'll go after the first pitch to him and comes up empty. It's strike one. Roscoe is a guy known for his lights-out stuff. He tends to rack up strikeout numbers at a very high rate. However, he does at times get wild. Walks have come back to bite him on more than one occasion.
You know, it's not uncommon, Matty V, for a relief pitcher to come in with really good stuff. And it seems like he's either really hit and miss. He'll rack up a lot of strikeouts, but if he's not quite on, he'll also rack up a lot of base on balls. And that could cause a pitching coach and a manager to really start to pull their hair out.
Verdugo is there, and he'll
That ends the inning. We'll go to the...
So they get a couple of runs on 2 hits, no errors, and no one left aboard. On now to the bottom of inning number 7. Dodgers lead this one 13.
7th inning stretch.
Into the box now. Theodore Nam is looking for hit number 3 here in this at-bat. First offering on its way. Hit hard towards center. So he'll add 1 to his total as that falls in. He's got 3 hits in this one. So the leadoff man is aboard to start out the inning.
Hey, Dero, not a bad night. 3 singles, but hey, we'll take 3 for 4 every day of the week.
Yeah, in today's day and age, Dan, where everything's a homer, a walk, or a strikeout, it's refreshing to see this guy throw out 3 base hits.
And
no, he
dive,
dropped
but
it.
Rattles in and out of the glove. And that runner will go no
Alright,
further
first and
than
second.
as
Nobody
there are
out.
2 aboard now.
Just an unbelievable piece of hitting right there. Staying on the inner half of that baseball right there. Staying to it and through it. Not coming around it.
New pitcher coming in.
Drive it the other way for a base hit.
Yusniel Casilla comes on to pitch now, hoping for better results than the other arms that they've run out there in this one. Plate now, Manny Fernandez into center field.
Still not over yet. Oh my goodness, they're going to score another run.
Oh, but it's offline, so the run will score.
14-3.
I mean, that had to feel good.
That's
right
a
there,
baseball
Dan.
score.
That's his 3rd RBI of the game and extends his team's lead. They might have this one locked up.
Well, I tell you, those are always big, those add-on insurance runs. Big RBI right there for a little bit more breathing room.
And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1. From the belt, the pitch. He pulls this one into right. But this is right at him in right field as he hardly has to move to take it in for the first out.
Now back. The second baseman, TK Hernandez.
Now at the plate, TK Hernandez. He came across to score after doubling in his last at-bat.
Yeah, he jumped all over that first pitch last time up. Interested to see if he has the same approach this AB.
Now here's a shot out to right center field. This will kick up against the wall now.
They run.
On to third, but he's in safely.
16-3.
They also score a pair of runs on the play.
Jeez, Louise, man. I think that's the most runs I think we've had this season for the Dodgers.
3 for 4 so far, and seeing it well in this ball game. Set to deliver the 0-1. Oh, and it looks like a visit to the video room may be in order after that hack. It's 0-2 now.
Hey, don't kid yourself. I know those were 2 bad swings, but he hits middle of the order for a reason. It only takes 1 swing.
Line drive to
Another base hit down, scored another run, 17-3.
From third is in to score.
Man, I think
This is more like a football game than a baseball game.
Some teams don't score 17 runs in a 4-game set, let alone in 1 game here. It's been incredible.
Into the box, Robert Shin, high in the air down the right field line. Right fielder giving chase. He tracks it down and makes the play to record the second out.
Second out of the inning.
Riding in, Alex Verdugo. He came through with an RBI single in his last at-bat. He's set and the pitch. Right side hit hard.
I'll be in a base hit.
For another base hit. He's 4 for 5 now. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
New pitcher, we are going through this bullpen. We are making them wear down their bullpen.
He's able to pull that ground ball through the hole for a single.
Well, our bullpen's getting the rest. We've only had to use one bullpen pitcher.
At the plate, Dan Hershiser. He swings and grounds it to short. And that's through into left, a base hit. He'll come home with it. And they're not going to get him. He's
Safe.
in there at the plate.
Wow, this has been
18-3.
but for all the wrong reasons. They've given up a staggering 18 runs here, and they can't go home yet. Can you say painful?
My goodness gracious.
Into the box now, Theodore Nam, as he takes a called strike at the knees. It's 0-1. 3 for 4 so far, and seeing it well in this ball game. And he gets him to pop it up.
That'll probably end the inning finally.
Quisenberry's there to put
Yep,
it away.
that ends the inning finally.
Put an end to the inning. All in all, 10 men come to the plate and 5 score. 8th inning coming up. The Dodgers lead it 18-3.
Dodgers are making a mess of the lamp in the lamp card and the scorecard.
Here's the first pitch to him.
Probably a design take right there. They need base runners, so they're going to make them try to bring the ball in the strike zone.
Ready with the 0-1 pitch. Swing and a miss on the fastball.
Strike 3 struck him out.
Talk about blowing it by a guy. Geez, I mean, that fastball was way behind him when the swing came through the zone. I have to think he was looking for something off speed, and he just couldn't pull the trigger on that fastball.
To the plate now, Adrian Sanchez standing in from the right side as he takes strike 1. Now a flare out toward right center. Hernandez.
That'll be a base hit.
Outfield, but he won't get there. It falls in.
The right fielder, number 4, Russell McMillian.
Stepping in now, Russell McMillian, as he'll take a look at the slider here that finds the zone for strike 1. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2. So back-to-back sliders for strikes. Does he come back with yet another?
Hey, that's back-to-back really good sliders. I wouldn't be surprised if he threw another one right here. Looks like he's got that slide ball in his back pocket right now.
And there are 2 away now.
Oh man, I don't know how that
was an unusual out.
To be a base hit to the outfield, but then all of a sudden the throw comes in and they get the force on the plate. To be honest, that just can't happen.
48 minutes and counting in the stream.
In now, Robert Okada becomes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Right at the third baseman, and that'll end the inning. So digging in now, Buddy McGee. He'll see what he can do leading off the home 8. No balls and a strike to count. Down the third baseline. And that gets through a base hit. He's 3 for 5.
Base hit.
Sometimes you got to tip your cap. The pitcher spotted his pitch down in the zone right there below the knee. Offensive player was all over.
They don't need any more. Dodgers don't need any more runs. They probably already have this deal sealed. Finally, we got it now.
One away. Now to the plate, Chris Kavanaugh. First pitch on its way. That's lifted the other way out to left. Calhoun waits on it. And he brings it in for the second out of the inning.
Second out of the inning.
Digging in, Kike Hernandez. It was a two-run triple for him in his last AB. First pitch coming, here it is. Calhoun makes
There
the play
ends
for out number
the
3.
inning.
So a good bounce back inning here after the
We go to the top half of the 9th inning. Last chance for the Nashville Sounds.
Next will be the cleanup hitter, Willie Calhoun, starting things for his side in the 9th as they face the improbable odds of trying to come back in this one.
Yeah, not a lot of hope for them at this point. These guys know these bats still count, at least for their own stats. You can't mill in your chances as a professional.
And we kick off the 9th
Strike
with a
one.
swinging strike here, 0-1. 0-1
Strike
pitch,
two.
make contact on the bender, 0-2. He
Strike
struck him
three.
out the third time he's fanned in the
Boom,
game.
boom, boom. Straight pitches.
Coming to the plate now, Rene Machado. And the pitch. Breaking
There's the first ball
just a
of the
bit low.
game.
One out, nobody on. Hit out towards second. And that is through into center field for a one-out single.
That's the 4th run.
Hey guys, he doubled up on that breaking ball. The batter
Did
obviously
it hit
got the
him?
first one. The second one, he was not going to let go. Good wood on that one, able to drive it for a base hit.
Into the box, Alfonso Castillo. As he rips
And that will be the ball game.
second. There's one on to first, and he rolls a double play ball to end it here as this
Wow.
game is over.
Yeah, and they end this thing with style, turning that double play.
What a game, folks. What a game.
Finishing strong.
18-3 tonight. The Dodgers took the lead in the second inning and rode that
That
until the
was
very
something.
end. Douglas,
We got our post-game show for my post-game wrap-up.
was hit hard to the tune of
To wrap
7
things up,
runs as he
look
takes
at some of the
ball.
final
So that
statistics
just about does it. For Mark
of the
DeRosa,
series.
Zach and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way on over to theshownation.com.
And now there's a front line tool hits in the winning pitcher is Douglas McCarthy. Chris Taylor is the player of the game. Luke Farrell gets the loss. Nobody gets the save. Let's look at the attendance while we have this game log up. Nine thousand 9,063. So 62% capacity. 60 degrees was the temperature. The umpires were home plate umpire Joe McDonald, Carl Dixon was first base umpire, Eric Summergill at second base as second base umpire, and Freddie Ferguson is was third base umpire. Dodgers again in the win at 18-3. 27 hits to 7 hits, 1 error to 1 error. Oklahoma City wins the series 2-1. They improve to 5-3 on the year. Nashville falls to 5-3 on the year. they'll take on Memphis next. Referring to Oklahoma City. Oklahoma City Dodgers will take on Memphis next. That starting pitcher will be Brock Stewart. The Dakota Hudson will be the starting pitcher for the Memphis Redbirds. Memphis is 6-2. Oklahoma City going in this game is 5-3. As far as
the Pirates got the win against the Diamondbacks,
who the
as they secured a win in extra innings over the Padres.
But Nashville, who they play next, they'll take on Wichita Wind Surge next in Wichita as they continue their road stand. But Memphis, they just got off of a game against Wichita.
The Chicago White Sox broke up their 5-game losing streak
so
as they were winners over the visiting
I'll do it for this one. There's you look at your starting pitchers in the uniform combination for both teams in tomorrow's game, in the game 1 of the 4 games stand. People are asking, when are the games? We have one game. We have one game. Sorry about that. Something popped up on my screen, and I had it kind of took this thing off the screen. So, as I was saying, this is Wednesday. Okay, so Thursday we have game 1, game 2 on Friday. Saturday will be games 3 and 4. It'll be a doubleheader, and then Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday will be the 3 games against Nashville in Nashville, and then we'll take a Memphis Thursday, Friday, and Saturday for another doubleheader. All doubleheaders on Saturday. Then Monday we'll start another series against San Antonio, but this time in Oklahoma City. And then that'll wrap up that month. We move on to the next. We move on to the next month, which will be against Iowa after San Antonio series, which will be against Iowa, then Wichita, then Iowa again, then Wichita, then Nashville again, then Omaha. Then Memphis, then Omaha, then Albuquerque, then El Paso, Sacramento, Fresno, Round Rock, Wichita, Round Rock, Nashville, All-Star break. Then Memphis, then Iowa, then Omaha, then Salt Lake City, then Las Vegas, then Tacoma, Reno, Omaha, then San Antonio, then Round Rock, San Antonio, then Round Rock, then Iowa, then Wichita. Close out the season. Those are the series for Oklahoma City still to come this season. It's a 144 game season. Oklahoma City is 5-3 on the year. They improved to 5-3 with this win. Again, Nashville falls to 5-3 on the year. As far as Memphis is concerned, they are coming off of a win against Wichita, Wind Surge. They improved to 6-2 on the year. Wichita falls to 1-7 on the year with that loss to Memphis. So there's that. So the next time you'll see these, okay, that'll do it for me. Until tomorrow, until tomorrow's. Let me try that again. That'll do it for me for today's video and today's game. Until tomorrow for Oklahoma City and Memphis, the first of 4 there. This has been Detour sign off. Until then, keep on YouTube and we'll see y'all tomorrow.